Welcome to Embark True North. Please subscribe if you enjoy this content. Today, we are delving into an ancient philosophy that has stood the test of time, Wu Wei. Originating from Taoism, Wu Wei is a concept that encourages effortless action and living in harmony with the natural flow of the world. To truly grasp the essence of Wu Wei, it's essential to understand its roots in Taoism. Taoism, or Taoism, is a spiritual, philosophical, and religious tradition of Chinese origin that emphasizes living in harmony with the Tao, often translated as the Way. The Tao was considered the fundamental principle that is the source of everything. It is an indescribable force that flows through all life, and understanding it requires an intuitive, rather than a purely intellectual, comprehension. Lao Tzu, an ancient Chinese philosopher and writer, is traditionally regarded as the founder of Taoism and the author of its most important text, the Tao Te Ching. This text outlines the core principles of Taoism and introduces the concept of Wu Wei. In Taoist philosophy, Wu Wei is often translated as non-action or effortless action. However, these translations can be misleading, as Wu Wei is not about inaction or passivity, but about aligning one's actions with the natural order and rhythm of the universe. Imagine a river flowing smoothly downstream. It doesn't strain or struggle, it follows the path of least resistance, effortlessly navigating obstacles and finding its way. This imagery encapsulates the spirit of Wu Wei. It's about moving with the current rather than against it, finding a state of being where our actions become spontaneous and natural, free from force and struggle. At its core, Wu Wei is about embracing the present moment and letting go of the need to control everything. It encourages us to trust in the natural course of events and to understand that there is a natural rhythm to life that we can tune into. When we practice Wu Wei, we act in accordance with this rhythm, leading to a more balanced and harmonious life. To illustrate Wu Wei in action, let's consider a few examples from everyday life. Picture a skilled musician playing a complex piece of music. The notes flow effortlessly from their instrument, their fingers moving with precision and grace. They are deeply immersed in the music, fully present and in tune with the rhythm. This state of flow is a perfect example of Wu Wei. The musician is not forcing the music, they are allowing it to emerge naturally from within. Another example can be found in sports. Think of a basketball player making a perfect shot. They have practiced for countless hours, honing their skills and developing muscle memory. When they take the shot, they are not overthinking or trying to control every movement. Instead, they trust their training and allow their body to perform the action effortlessly. This is Wu Wei in action. Wu Wei can also be seen in nature. Observe a tree bending in the wind. It doesn't resist or fight against the force of the wind, it yields and bends, moving with the natural flow. This flexibility and adaptability are key aspects of Wu Wei. By not resisting, the tree remains strong and rooted, able to withstand the storm. In our modern lives, practicing Wu Wei can bring about profound changes. It encourages us to let go of the constant need to control and manipulate our environment and to instead cultivate a sense of trust and acceptance. This doesn't mean we become passive or indifferent. Rather, it means we learn to act with intention and mindfulness, in alignment with the natural flow of life. One practical way to incorporate Wu Wei into our daily lives is through mindfulness and meditation. By taking time each day to sit quietly and observe our thoughts and emotions without judgment, we can begin to cultivate a deeper awareness of the present moment. This practice helps us develop the ability to respond to situations with clarity and calm, rather than reacting out of habit or stress. Another way to practice Wu Wei is by simplifying our lives. In a world that often values busyness and productivity above all else, it can be easy to get caught up in a never-ending cycle of activity and distraction. By consciously choosing to slow down and focus on what truly matters, we can create more space for stillness and reflection. This might mean decluttering our physical space, saying no to unnecessary commitments, or setting aside time each day for quiet contemplation. Wu Wei also invites us to cultivate a sense of humility and openness. When we let go of the need to control and dominate, we create space for new perspectives and possibilities. This can be especially important in our relationships with others. By approaching interactions with an open heart and a willingness to listen, we can foster deeper connections and a greater sense of harmony. Ultimately, Wu Wei is about finding a balance between action and non-action, between effort and ease. It is a reminder that we are part of a larger whole, and that by aligning ourselves with the natural flow of life, we can experience a greater sense of peace and fulfillment. One of the challenges of practicing Wu Wei in the modern world is the constant pressure to achieve and succeed. Our culture often equates success with hard work, effort, and control. However, Wu Wei teaches us that true success comes from aligning our actions with the natural flow of life. This doesn't mean we don't set goals or work hard, it means we approach our goals with a sense of ease and flexibility, trusting that the right opportunities will arise at the right time. For example, consider the process of creative work. Whether it's writing, painting, or any other form of artistic expression, creativity often flows best when we are in a state of openness and receptivity. When we force ourselves to create, we may produce work that feels contrived or uninspired. However, when we allow ourselves to be inspired by our surroundings and to follow our intuition, our creativity can flow effortlessly. The same principle applies to problem solving. When faced with a challenging situation, our first instinct may be to try to control every aspect and force a solution. However, Wu Wei encourages us to step back and observe the situation from a broader perspective. By allowing ourselves to see the bigger picture, we may find that the solution emerges naturally and with less effort. In the realm of leadership, Wu Wei can be a powerful tool. A leader who practices Wu Wei leads by example, embodying the principles of humility, openness, and trust. They understand that true leadership is not about exerting control or dominance, but about creating an environment where others can thrive. By fostering a sense of trust and collaboration, they inspire others to contribute their best efforts and ideas. Wu Wei also has profound implications for our relationship with the environment. In a world facing significant ecological challenges, the principle of Wu Wei reminds us of the importance of living in harmony with nature. Instead of exploiting and depleting natural resources, we can strive to live sustainably and in balance with the natural world. This might mean adopting more environmentally friendly practices, supporting conservation efforts, or simply spending more time in nature to develop a deeper appreciation for its beauty and complexity. On a personal level, practicing Wu Wei can help us develop greater resilience and adaptability. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and by cultivating a mindset of openness and flexibility, we can navigate these challenges with greater ease. This doesn't mean we won't face difficulties or setbacks, but it means we can approach them with a sense of calm and trust in the natural flow of life. Wu Wei is also closely connected to the concept of spontaneity. In Taoist philosophy, spontaneity is not about acting impulsively or without thought, but about being in tune with the present moment and responding naturally to the circumstances at hand. This spontaneity arises from a deep connection with the Tao, allowing us to act effortlessly and authentically. Consider the spontaneity of a child at play. They are fully engaged in the moment, their actions guided by curiosity and joy. This natural spontaneity is something we often lose as we grow older and become more self-conscious and controlled. Practicing Wu Wei can help us reconnect with this sense of spontaneity, allowing us to approach life with a sense of wonder and openness. One way to cultivate spontaneity in our lives is through creative expression. Engaging in activities that allow us to express ourselves freely and without judgment can help us tap into our natural spontaneity. This might include activities like dancing, painting, writing, or playing music. The key is to approach these activities with a sense of playfulness and curiosity, rather than striving for perfection or approval. Wu Wei also invites us to cultivate a sense of presence and mindfulness in our daily activities. Whether we are washing the dishes, taking the walk, or having a conversation, we can practice being fully present and engaged in the moment. By letting go of distractions and focusing our attention on the task at hand, we can experience a greater sense of ease and flow. In our relationships, practicing Wu Wei can help us develop deeper and more authentic connections. When we approach our interactions with a sense of openness and non-judgment, we create space for genuine communication and understanding. This might mean listening more and speaking less, or being willing to see things from another person's perspective. By letting go of the need to control or manipulate the conversation, we can create a more harmonious and supportive environment. Wu Wei also encourages us to cultivate a sense of gratitude and appreciation for the present moment. In our fast-paced and goal-oriented society, it can be easy to focus on what we lack or what we need to achieve. However, by taking time to appreciate the beauty and richness of the present moment, we can develop a greater sense of contentment and fulfillment. This might mean practicing gratitude journaling, spending time in nature, or simply taking a few moments each day to reflect on what we are thankful for. In conclusion, Wu Wei is a profound and transformative principle that can help us live more harmonious and fulfilling lives. By aligning ourselves with the natural flow of life, we can experience greater ease, spontaneity, and presence. Whether through mindfulness, creative expression, or cultivating deeper connections with others, practicing Wu Wei can help us navigate the complexities of modern life with grace and wisdom. Thank you for joining us on this exploration of Wu Wei. We hope you found it inspiring and insightful. If you enjoyed this content, please subscribe to Embark True North and stay tuned for more explorations into the wisdom of ancient philosophies.